We be live, folks.
Penis. Oh, there we go.
I was about to say, somebody's got to do it. He's not here yet.
Drussy.
Drussy.
It's not as good as the Rusty, though. That shit's irresistible.
Oh my god.
And it is my legacy.
Lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a heads up, this is an 18+ stream.
Oh, yeah.
So I can.
No shit, Sherlock.
Fuck you, Watson.
You know what? This is
So-
a 19+ stream now.
No, it was the 21 and up. You must be of legal drinking age to watch this stream. At least American drinking age. Sir, quit your begging. Go lay down.
No, make me.
Rolls up sleeves.
Ironically, my sleeves are already rolled up.
Just the way I like it. So, last session began with Tavish explaining the parameters of his wager to both Kari and Poppyseed. Satisfied with their acceptance of terms, Tavish walked into the tavern to wait and watch. However, Poppyseed and Kari had other ideas as they both abandoned Tavish to go clothes shopping. Poppyseed finding some lovely scaled shirts for himself and Kari a new cloak. After leaving the spa, Gar went to inquire about an animal speaking potion for the Archaeopteryx he picked up in order to better train it. Given the commands to keep an eye out for small shiny things and get them as long as it wouldn't get caught, entering the tavern to find Tavish alone, Gar also sits and waits for the two shoppers to return. Kari avoids any conversation as she abandons a wager altogether, leaving Poppyseed the solo player of this game. Catching the eye of Nadal, Poppyseed wins it over for some romanticized prose and an offer to take her on a magical centaur ride above the city. Grumbling about Kari not participating, Tavish leaves to go wait for Thessalia for their date. Meanwhile, Chou was busy reading the church's ancient texts. He learned of a massive earthquake that initially sealed these people off underground after they had fled underground at the start of the Great War. He read of a leader of dark scales and a keen mind that calmed and taught the people how to survive in a new world with giant dinosaurs to contend with. He also learned of how the other temples in distant areas came about by groups diverging for this dark-scaled leader, due to their ambitious choices to make people docile. However, all of this information came to a suspicious close when he thumbs about the gods. Typically, these sections held the gods' histories and stories, but this temple only held information about a god's powers and abilities, which only further confirmed Chou's suspicions about the head priestess. Kari and Gar decided it was best to make sure Chou, who had been gone for quite some time, was all right. Sniffing her way towards the church, they were welcomed and then instructed to wait for someone to bring them to Chou. When no one came back for an extended amount of time, they realized that they had been locked in the room. With an impressive picking of the lock, Gar was able to get it open, noticing that this lock was a very high-end lock. Moving to the next room, they unlocked it as well to find Chou still reading the scripts. Letting Chou know that they were being held against their will, they all tried to sneak out of the building. However, Kari and Gar couldn't quite good enough as they were spotted leaving. A frantic flurry of requests to stay and wait echoed after them as they left the church. That evening, in a treehouse of Nadel's, she laments of hearing and reading stories about a fantasy world with a blue sky and dark twinkling lights at night. Poppyseed does his best to try and explain his world on the surface to Nadel, eventually asking if she'd like to come with him to the surface to explore. Unsure about the offer, Nadel requests that he see her before they leave for her final answer. They settle down for the night to have a nice cuddled sleep. Tavish, on the other hand, had a grand date of dancing and eating, eventually going back to Thessalia's place where she showed him her art and a frog nest she was developing. Intrigued by an offer to spend the night, Tavish wound up teaching Thessalia his special bed before everyone was able to get a long rest. And that is where we begin this session.
Yep.
to the sounds
So-
of, to the sounds of a different kind of plap 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 plap.
Get tadpoles, get tadpoles, get tadpoles.
Ribbit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you all what are your passive perceptions?
For
17.
everybody?
17, if it matters.
Not Poppyseed, sorry.
I don't even know what Gad's doing. He's probably just been drinking.
We'd all taken a
17 for
long
Chou.
rest, so in the morning.
Oh my god.
17. For Kari.
Is
We're
everyone's
upper sixes,
passive
but-
17?
Mm-hmm.
I have a
Seems
I
like
have
it.
a 15.
Everybody that matters.
Well, fuck you too, man.
I have lower than you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I've got to roll.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Like.
A little more gusto.
Yeah, that was the tail end though. A good boot rear.
All right.
See.
Well, turns out everyone sleeps soundly and is not woken up at all. Early, in the slightest. So yes, please do, make sure everything was clicked for your long rest, so everything refreshes. But who do you think would actually wake up first?
Not Chou. He's a lazy panda.
Bar's a decently early riser.
Yeah, so is Kari.
So is Gad.
Oh, 5 more
So
minutes.
everyone but Chou.
Yeah.
And Poppy.
Poppy ain't
Yeah,
there.
Poppyseed's in the other house, so he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
matter yet.
Yet, keyword.
You all wake up and what do? You noticed something odd, something off.
Uh-oh.
At first it's kind of hard to put your finger on. But then you realize, you can hear, shuffling around the hallway. And as you kind of peek out, you would realize at that point that y'all are very surrounded. That hallway is littered with guards.
Well,
Just slowly goes right back into her room.
There may or may not be a faint sound of Poppyseed singing in one of the unoccupied rooms.
Because of Tavish's. Yeah.
He said he left his sword in his room, so
Yeah.
Do we try and fight our way out, or do we want to try and see what they want?
Just poke out. Morning? What's going on?
When you poke your head out and say good morning, one of the guards nods and looks over and goes, it has been informed that you are all part of some criminal group, and you are to be kept in this sort of confinement until we can gather all of you and properly question you. You
Criminal
can
group.
tell the answer was very rehearsed.
Criminal group? What? Criminal group? Can I go get the others? Can I just talk with the others? I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna be like right here.
Because this hallway, you can go into your friends' rooms. We won't stop that.
Okay, thanks. Storms into Chums. Storms into Cho's area. Click, 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 click. Really loud. Chow. Chow? Chow. Chow. Will kick the cot. Chow.
What?
We have guards here.
There's guards in every city. Well
That
done.
we're being detained.
What?
We're being detained.
I love the sass.
What did you do?
What did I do? I haven't done nothing. I bought a cloak. Ooh.
Yeah. What else Wednesday?
Slowly lifts up a feather. Listen. Anyway, they don't need to know about that. Shut up. Anyways, they're saying we're part of some criminal group. We're detained
Just-
until the rest of the group comes, and then we're going to be questioned, and we're probably going to be said we're guilty, and we're probably going to die here.
No. He slowly rolls himself into a sitting position on the bed. You know, the whole bleary-eyed. Right. Let's see what we can find out. So he's going to stand up and make sure he's presentable. Make sure his holy symbol's on show. He'll step out into the corridor and look at the guards, up and down. And what is the meaning of this?
They look at you and they go, the group is being detained until all of you can be questioned about the suspected criminal activities.
What criminal activities?
That is to be discussed once all the party members have been gathered.
So, made up, trumped up charges that you have no proof or evidence of, is what you're telling me then.
Here's I am not the one with every single detail, sir. I am just one of the guards telling you that due to suspected activities, until all of you can be questioned, you are being held. We take these things very, very seriously in
If you
this
take-
community.
I appreciate
Sorry.
that. And if you take things very seriously, then you would have been informed of what the charges are, not just a suspicion. You would have been told if we are to be detained, then that means you are charging us with an offence. If you are not charging us, then you cannot detain us. Now, if you are charging us, you will know what the charges are and what they are related to. So, unless you are going to explain to us what those charges are and what evidence you have to prove and back up those charges, then you will turn around and you will leave, because otherwise you are breaking the law by illegally holding an innocent person.
Sir, I don't know where you come from, but here we are breaking no laws.
So you will detain and hold people on a suspicion then?
We will detain and hold until we can question. You are provided room and food. And if everything comes up clear, you will be let go. If it does not, then further things may happen. That all depends on how the process goes. But until then, especially because you are strangers that are suspected of this sort of thing, you are a flight risk.
So
Kari's
racial
gonna-
profiling.
Kari's just gonna poke out her head and look at him. Joe, you need to be nice. They just work here.
I
They
am
don't
being
know.
nice.
They don't
I
know.
I am being nice. If I wasn't being nice, I would ask for the head priestess to come down.
This just see what's going on, and that's it. Don't. Just don't. We don't need more drama than we already have.
Well, I would ask that someone who does know what's going on and what the charges are comes down and speaks to us before anything else is done.
Yes,
You want our if you want our cooperation, then a bit of a two-way street would be appreciated. Someone who knows what's actually going on and can explain to us to come down would be appreciated. I will be waiting in my room. I'm just going to turn around and walk back in.
You just walk right back in. Kari, what are you doing?
Kind of looks at them and just smiles and just slowly goes to where the turtles are and just like, who are we missing?
Tavish and Panda.
Can't root and toot and have y'all shooting. Don't need that.
I'll make no promises.
Neither do I.
Just squints. Okay, at least for now. At least for now, we don't do that. If we
Well, I
need
won't
to,
be the
then
one to fire
okay.
the first shot, but I also won't be the one to miss.
Let them be aggressors, and then we'll say that it's their fault. Yada yada. Yeah, let's just see what's going on.
kind of look over at Gad. You don't think that this might have something to do with us poking around down below, do you?
Well, if it does, then whoever's in charge here is highly suspect.
Just would
We
check
need
them.
to go back down below here right quick, I think.
Well, unless y'all have a spell or something, you're not gonna go anywhere.
I could
And
get
it-
us out of here, but I don't know if I could get us back in a timely manner.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Let's wait on that until shit goes sideways. At the very least, if we can get down below, they'll have to go through one or two at a time, which makes them easy pickings.
true. True.
I can also only take one other person.
Right. That complicates things. On a side note, I need to make rocket boots.
Flying turtle.
Well, let's just keep that in our back pocket for the moment. No point in making these people more suspicious of what we suspect.
I'm not gonna ask and just claim, just have plausible deniability for that. I don't
Okay.
shit.
Neither do I, and that's what I want to fix. What kind of garb, equipment, armor are these guards wearing? Are they like heavily armored, lightly armored, no discernible? What kind of weaponry are they carrying, or is it more of just like a stuff sheathed and holstered? Okay, you can go say hi.
They do have they're for the most part like medium armors. And as far as weapons go, it's a lot of like spear, javelin sort of vibes.
Okay. So definitely weapons that are more on the primitive side of things then. Good to know. Well, does anyone know where the rest of the group is?
Dates, I
No.
think.
There's a time and a place to get some. This ain't it.
Apparently not.
Tavish would disagree, but okay. Say nothing back while he's not here.
Poppyseed.
Heyo.
Well, you
Hans time.
wake up from a lovely, lovely snooze. It's beautiful all around. You are still being snuggled. Um, Nadel has not awoken yet. What is the Haunts going to do?
Wait. Try not to wake her up.
He does the polite gentleman move.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, you just kind of chilling there for a little bit. It's not like a horribly long time, but for a little bit, it's like, yep, this is my life now. And eventually, she doth stir from her slumber, and he gives a smile and goes, "Well, good morning."
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I did, thank you very much. It was nice not having to wrangle a million blankets for the right amount of heat.
As I said, I produce my own heat. So, you're welcome.
So, how big are you on breakfast?
It is the most important meal of the day.
Brilliant. Shall we go get some?
Yes, we shall. He'll
Did you
stand up.
did you want to go back to town to eat? I know of some spots to forage some things if you wanted to do that sort of thing. I also assume you probably have to get to your back to your party at some point. Um,
Well, how about we go into town and you can show me a nice, perhaps a cafe that we can have a enjoyable breakfast in.
definitely a few. That sounds lovely. She, you guys in your room. She put some it's standard daytime attire instead of her um out and about fancy clothes.
Poppyseed's still rocking the scale shirt.
Hello, child. That is downstairs. And the wild child is gone. She looks to Poppy and says, "Are you going to do that fly thing again, or are we going to be walking?"
Oh, well, we're up in the house, and I don't think I'll be able to fit through your door to get in, so I think we might have to fly.
Through the patio door. That one's a bit. I mean, you still had to duck a little bit, but that one's a bit bigger.
Although, if
I
you
was also.
if you don't mind taking more time to get back into town, I could simply softly fall to the ground, and then we can take a nice stroll.
I wouldn't mind a stroll at all. I was just more concerned with how you were getting down and out than.
Oh, I got multiple ways to get down, don't worry.
It was good. Well then, because if you wouldn't mind, I'll have you go out to the patio and I'll close the door behind you, and then I'll climb down out the other hatch.
Okay. Poppyseed will head out to the patio, and then he'll, like, jump off of the patio and cast Featherfall on himself.
Beautiful.
Goodbye, first level spell slot.
Goodbye, first level spell slot. Hello, ground. You guys enjoy a lovely walk. She talks about the area, pointing out a couple different creatures and plants and directions she's gone off and traveled. And eventually you guys finally make it back. However, when you start getting closer, there you notice that she pauses and just kind of the head tilts to one side, brow furrowed, and then she mutters, "I've never seen this happen before."
What?
And she points towards the temple, and she goes, "There's so many guards out front."
Poppyseed puts a couple fingers to the bridge of his nose. Oh no. Tavish, what did you do?
He tried to get married and he wouldn't take it.
Tavish, is that a friend of yours, right?
Yes. Well,
You think he caused enough trouble to get all the guards out here?
possibly, I don't know. Or it could be nothing related to me. I don't know. Sometimes I always just think of the worst case scenario. And then when it's not the worst case scenario, then it doesn't seem as bad.
He kind of nods and as well. I mean, I guess that is one way of thinking about things. Certainly.
Anyway, the cafe.
Oh yes, let's she picks up the pace once more towards the entrance, and the guards stop you guys, and they go, sir, we have to ask based on description, are you the centaur or horseman that is with the group of froglet, tortles, one of the guys looks at the other one, and the other one goes, bear, they call it a bear. He's, oh yes, sorry, this was new information. Bear and
Chicken.
well, lizard folk, like much of us here.
Am I with them? Currently, no.
Part of that group, sir.
Currently, no.
Were you ever part of that group, sir?
Yes.
We will need to have you in for questioning at some point then. If you are not a member of that group, we will be keeping tabs on you, since you have had interactions with them. They kind of look at Nadel, and one of them goes, Nadel, you're as good as a guard. Please make sure this gentleman doesn't leave city limits before we can question him. And she kind of looks at them, looks at you, Poppyseed, and goes, well, I guess we have an extended breakfast then?
It would appear so.
She gives them a nod and goes, we're going to breakfast first. I'll keep an eye on him like you request, but if something happened overnight, he was with me all night, so he couldn't have done something heinous or ridiculous at all. He was with me.
And before that, I was at the library.
They quickly jot that down. And they go, thank you for the information. But again, please stay within city limits until we can properly clear things up. And then they usher you in. Once you get in, you would notice that the incense is a little heavier today. The people are a little bit like nervous, like they don't know what's going on, and there are just like guards everywhere, just meandering. Like, it's not like there's one stationed on every corner sort of thing. It's they're at the major entrances and exits. And then just a few meandering. And Nadel just kind of looks around and goes, "This, you know that one town I was talking about that I said I didn't like going to because they had so much, the theft and fights and things going on?
Yes.
Well, when it's calm there, this is kind of the vibe that it has. I don't like this."
The. Mm, well, I suppose the only thing to do now is wait.
I mean, that is true. Did you...
I'm still hungry.
We do need breakfast, yes.
And I would much rather answer questions when I am full than when I am hungry.
Is well, to the cafe first off then. And she does lead to a nice little like breakfast spot. They've got teas and coffees and different types of breakfasty foods.
Yeah, he'll just get a basic breakfast: eggs, bacon, bread roll, coffee.
The standard breakfast spread.
Yep.
Yeah, you indeed get the standard breakfast spread, and it is delightful. It is a nice filling breakfast. You do indeed get a proper horse's helping.
Many much food.
Pretty much of all the good foods. On the other side of things, those who are captive in their rooms, you are brought the oatmeal equivalent for breakfast. And some fruit. Um, I just saw that voice was typing.
Mhm.
Kari said there is no mice.
Mhm.
Sir, I happen to
Um,
like honeydew, thank you.
honeydew is good.
I
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Honeydew with a bit of brown sugar sprinkled across the top of it. Mm.
Um, so yes, you are all brought breakfast. Poppyseed, you have a nice, wonderful breakfast. It's nice and calm, uninterrupted. Um, what would you like to do with your more freedom than the rest of your group has.
I will have to be right back.
Uh-oh. Bum, bum, bum.
Go to Caged Crew.
Yep. We will go to Cage Crew. Cage Crew.
Yep.
It is not long before you are all asked to join in one room. The room is pointed out of which one to go to, and you are told that the lady the Drioth is waiting.
Who was Kari with last time in last session? Which of the Tortles? Okay.
Who? Gosh, you've all broke apart and got back together and broke back apart so many times. I think Kari was with Gar at one point. I think technically Gad was T-posing.
I don't
they
remember
were-
That's
that.
just like, you can ask the
They were-
bartender. I was there all night.
He was aggressively T-posing in the corner of the tavern.
Yeah,
People hung their coats on him and everything.
agreed.
But yeah, she is gonna go to him and go, "Is that the one that had us locked into the office last time? Is that her?"
Do I recognize her?
You wouldn't recognize her because you haven't seen her yet. You would recognize the name because that is the name that was given to you by the attendee that would, come to the room that, never showed up and then you lockpick your way out of.
That's her name.
Yes,
I got a real bad feeling about this.
I do too.
Gar, also make me a maybe an insight check as you
Insight.
are
Oh,
kind of
boy.
peeking towards the room that they're trying to
Great.
gather everyone.
That's a 9.
Oh, well, all right. Yeah, it's just another one of the rooms in the hall.
I was about to say, is this the room that we were investigating?
I mean, that's yet to be seen. He can't
Mm.
quite currently tell the difference at this point of time. I mean, all the draperies look the same, and
I know a way to be able to figure it out. Lightly stomp on the rug.
you just have to make your way from your room to the room you're being told to go to before you do the stomping.
Gotcha. Okay. We still have all of our stuff on us, right? We haven't been, say, disarmed.
You
Because if we're making our way, before we make our way out, I would like to have one of my pistols and just kind of retract, holding the hand holding it retract into the shell, so it's just kind of all hidden.
Yeah. You weren't necessarily unarmed at all. I do remember when you guys first entered the area, they had said, hey, keep everything, closed up, don't pull it out, or, set it here sort of thing. And I think all of you just decided to hide all y'all's shit.
Okay.
Gad always has guns hidden.
Yeah.
You gotta pocket gun or boot gun.
I wasn't going to hand over my symbol of office.
I can't take off my claws.
I
think
can't remove
rude.
my toot flute.
That'd be quite a trick.
Sir, you are here for the anus
cast-
removal
I
surgery.
cast mend asshole.
I warn you. I warn you. You try and remove that, it will go off.
Poison spray.
Oh, toxic cloud.
Trying to remove it. The rest of the party just has their gas masks on. Just for. You'll see.
Skadoosh. Anti-tamper device.
Yeah, the anti-tamper device on my ass is my fucking symbol of office, aka the big fucking hammer.
Oh my gosh. But yes, so Kari, Chou, Gad, and Gar, you are all being told to go into the single room. For a meeting. Oh god, that's cursed. Why did I look up at the screen right then? Holy fucking shit, why?
Hate that.
Those are ugly lips where eyes should be, and eyes and nose holes.
Well, it'd be one way to skull fucking.
The forbidden fifth and sixth holes.
The only forbidden if you believe in that.
I'm all yelling.
Ball jelly's not like dolphin pussy jelly, man. I
Oh
am
my
sleep deprived.
gosh, you guys are cursed. Alright. Are you going in kicking and screaming, or are you just waddling in?
Waddle in. No reason to make a fuss yet.
Kari stomp. Mad.
As you waddle in, there she is. Standing in front of a very familiar hatch to the boys. To the turtle boys. And she gestures to the hatch and then goes, please open it up, go down the stairs and then to the first hall on your right.
Why do you want us to go to that door?
You wanted to know what was in it enough to snoop around and touch things that you shouldn't have, so what are you afraid of learning what you wanted to learn in hiding?
Just kind of glances over at Gad.
Now, we've been kept in our rooms all morning, told that we were accused of being criminals, and now you want us to climb into some hole in the floor.
Yes, you were just accused of being criminals, but that's what I needed to tell them to get them to do their jobs. So I could get you all to come with me without any other prying eyes. The people don't need to know about this.
Well, I'm afraid you probably already have some prying eyes having half the city's guard coming to get us.
Oh, yes, but their prying eyes are prying eyes because they think you have done some heinous things to a few people that are currently not out and about because they are too stressed with the tragedy. So please.
Kari's gonna go
Too
first.
stressed with what's tragedy.
The tragedy that again has been made up. You know, I'd think you all would be a little more
So
clever.
you're just comfortable sowing fear into your own people just to get the attention of a few newcomers in town? I don't
It's
imagine it would look good if they were to find out what was really going on.
it's healthy for them to get a dose of fear every once in a while.
I think they get that enough with all the predators about.
No, that's just everyday, regular life. So now, please don't make me ask again. Down the steps. I will be going down there too.
Gad kind of gives like a half-ass bow, and he's like, "After you, my lady."
She gives a sigh. And she calls out a couple of names, and a couple of the guards kind of peek in And she goes, because they're being oh so stubborn, I'm going to go in first. If they try to push or cause a ruckus or really seem like they're going to cause any malice, just shove them down the stairs after me. It'll be fine. And then she proceeds to start walking down the stairs.
I will follow.
Man, they could have had her trapped.
Yeah, but that's a bad idea at this moment. Once we're all down there, there's not a bunch of guards at the top. That's gonna be coming later. I want to know what's behind the door.
How breakable are those bones? As she leads you down, she kind of lazily drags a couple fingers down the walls and lets out a little sigh and just kind of begins rambling a little bit. And she goes, what I would give to get this up in the sky again. But alas, trapped down here until further orders are gathered.
Further orders?
Oh, yes. Well, everyone has someone above them.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You mean you don't have a god or goddess you pray to or believe in?
I always thought the gods were a story to keep simple folk in line. Been proven wrong on that one, but doesn't change the fact that prayers don't do jack.
Hmm. I believe what you believe. And she leads the way down to the door and goes, I wish I could have gotten all of you here, but it seems like some of the guards are idiots and don't realize any Centaur should have just been brought to the rest of you guys because there's only one. Now, your froggy friend has been a little more hard to come by. Because we've got a lot of froglets flapping around.
Ah,
So, they get to miss the show. And puts her hand on a little panel and It scans it and beeps and says, "Welcome back, General."
General.
Oh?
That's a mighty title for a priestess.
Ah, yes. Priestess has just been a cover. I see the freaking freak out text Poppyseed.
Mm-hmm.
The all bold got me. Yeah, yes, the priestess is more of a cover. General is my proper title.
Cover for what?
Oh, it will become a little more apparent here in a moment. Come. I think you'll enjoy a bit of a story, won't you?
Well, that remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you wanted to know what was in the room, so we've got to start there. And along with that comes the story time. And she swings open the door and goes, "Sweetie, we're back. Time to wake up." And you begin to hear almost like electrical charges. Um, and everything where it was like dimly lit, everything gets brighter and turns on more. The hum of electricity gets stronger, and through the door you can see in this um large cylindrical glass chamber, um this entity that looks like they're made out of pure energy, pure um kind of lightning. They are so bright, um pure light, but clearly like connected to, like, the chamber that they're in is clearly connected to this place. And because we have had quite the ingenuity. Technology you couldn't even dream of. Can't wait to actually be able to use what I have again. So, does the class have any questions?
Is that entity at any bit
Any bit what?
recognizable, like in any shape, any way, shape, or form?
Like it is Not recognizable as in like anyone would recognize it, but recognizable as in like it does have a humanoid shape to it.
Yeah.
Like it's got 2 legs, 2 arms, torso, head where a head should be, but there's no features. Like there's no nose, no eyes, no hair, no
Yeah.
ears.
What do you call that thing?
Because of that, it's well, I suppose here it doesn't have a name. That's the thing with world barriers and language barriers and the such.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why are you so upset that the gods are waking up?
There's a smirk. And she goes, I'm upset that the gods are waking up. Because that means there's more of a chance for what I've got going on down here. This nice little cushy experience could be noticed. There's a lot of living things down here. And that's not what I want to happen. I had honestly hoped, though doubted, but hoped that they had actually died. Would have made things so much easier in the long run.
And why's that?
Well, there are always 2 sides to every squabble, war, and fight. And I was on the side of the entity that I had been picked up by years and years and years in advance. As you see, I think you, and he points to Chou, she points to Chou, as I think you've put a little bit together. It hasn't been generations of a mother birthing a daughter and the daughter taking over and us just looking close. That's all been a facade.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been me.
Yep.
I wish this facade to keep on going. And with you all, there's only a couple ways to secure that. One way, the obvious, just rid the world of you. That'll stop at least you from waking up the gods for now. Or do a little bribing, a little tempting. Maybe see if we can't get some promises made.
That entirely depends on what you're offering.
And what the catches are.
That too. Ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
Mhm.
What do you all know about your history?
I know an awful lot about my personal history. I lived it.
I mean, your world's history. The Great War, in fact.
Can't say I know terribly much myself.
Well, it was quite a fantastic war. So much to be fought for, so much to be consumed. When you are with her, everything is food, and everything can be conquered. The most known name would be Namathoth.
No. I would like to roll history to see if I recognize that name.
I would too.
That's a 16.
Roll religion.
Yeah, make all your rolls.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have advantage when it comes to information about Fey Fiend or Undead. Would they fall into that category or no? Malty, stop dying.
You're not a fish.
You're not a
That doesn't work on me, unfortunately.
Then you are,
Are
a
you a
fish.
fish?
You are a fish. This just in.
Yep. It was a 7 for religion, but a 21 for my history.
Right, got a mod 20 for history.
For the Fey Fiend or Undead question, she is not any of those, unfortunately.
Okay. Either way, I rolled a 9.
It cut off. Either you rolled a 19 or a 9. I'm not sure.
19. 19. 19. A 19.
It was just night. It was like, oh no. All right. So you all would basically instantly be remembering you old things taught in school or things read or taught by family members sort of thing. The Great War was fought between those of Dremura and people from the sky. The people from the sky were people that either were controlled by or aligned with this entity Namathoth. Her threat was basically that she was gonna come to the world and consume everything and then keep on going. But while the war raged to do so, towards what seemed like a unfortunate end, it looked like things were turning towards the bad. There weren't any more dragons in the sky fighting. No one had track of any of the gods anymore. The skies were still riddled with these mechanical ship things that were shooting at the ground, at the towns, at the people, just absolutely obliterating things. Until all of a sudden, it all stopped. Everything that was in the air was forced back, like aggressively jettisoned backwards. And then just nothing else came. Anything that was on the land, was wiped out, and in the history books it was written down as a win, and that they just figured the gods and the architects sacrificed themselves to win the war, or that they disappeared or died or left. Some people are more pessimistic and are like, oh no, the gods jettisoned because they thought we were gonna lose, but then we won. Other people, some of them were like, oh no, they died. I mean, you guys know what actually happened now. You guys know that they fell asleep from their ouchiness to recover and just hadn't fucking woken up yet. But yeah, that is what starts popping into your noggins as you're trying to remember things.
Well,
They've all got to process the information now.
What was the last thing she said? I know she mentioned on the thought, but what was
Oh,
like the gist of what she had just said?
shit. Um. Oh, she was basically saying that the opposite side of, instead of wiping out you guys to secure her not being found out by the gods, was to strike some sort of deal with you guys. Because there's so much potential, basically, is what she's gloating. Is that there is so much that could be offered. Kind of like the you should join my side sort of vibes. Like, look at how long I've had these people under my thumb for generations. Yeah, sort of vibes.
Really?
Show that to the people who don't like authority.
Telling that to a couple pirates and then just like,
Exactly.
Yeah, but you could be the authority.
I am a ship captain.
Why would we want rules and stuff? So like the incense and all that fun stuff, it doesn't sit right with Kari. She's gonna be looking at the others like she's gonna look at the others and she's gonna be like basically whispering to herself. But she's whispering to the other dragon. The dragon that does that. I don't like
Oh,
she'd be like tapping her chest. Is this thing on?
beautiful, beautiful.
She would like this.
Ca-
Mm-mm.
Calling all inner dragons. Calling all inner dragons. Come in, inner dragon.
Pretty much.
Now, we've already dealt with one of the gods, and they're expecting us to wait the others. Now, if we made a deal with you and then didn't go through our part with the god, we're fucked. We carry on with our mission, don't make a deal with you, we're fucked. You can see how this is not looking like a right win-win situation.
How about you just take a long time with doing your job? Finding hidden gods must be exhausting. Who's to say you find them all in your lifetime? Who's to say maybe you find one more in your lifetime before you have to retire of old age?
Now, it's just you don't want to get caught out or found out that you're down here. What's to say we can't continue with our quest whilst conveniently memory of you slips our mind? You get to keep on going on, and we get to keep on doing our thing, and that way then we don't get fucked.
See, that's the thing. There are two gods that if you wake them up, I will just be known about. One of them will take a little longer to catch up than the other. She'll have a lot of deaths to read through to catch up, but before she gets to anything from down here, that would tip her off towards me being active down here. But The pesky god of knowledge and magic, on the other hand, well, you can't keep anything from a god of knowledge. He just knows it. That's why I say just keep on doing your jobs. Just don't end up finishing it. You know, you can only travel so long before you wish to or want to settle down. I'm sure you wake up a couple of them, you can tell them, "Oh, I've done my part," and they'll let you retire.
For example, what's in it for us from you? Because if we're going against the gods and we're hiding things from the gods, as it were, that's quite a big risk.
Oh, it is, but, you know, this thing that you're in, it is a ship with technology far beyond your guys' time. That I know how to build, use, tinker with. Some of those things make portable versions. I see a couple of you are more of the, shall we say, tinkering kind. You like new things, you like upgrades. I mean, look at you. You've already fashioned something to your shell.
Mhm.
And this individual here, this lovely, lovely power source, there's a couple of them.
Oh.
They can power so, so, so very much. And I wouldn't mind parting with one and teaching you how to harness that power source throughout a home. A great protection, a little homemade that powers the house as well, that can tinker when you're gone.
I'd be willing to make a deal. Well, I'd be willing to give my word that I will not wake up either of those gods for the one of those spirits and the knowledge how to utilize it in the best way.
I need to make sure all of you keep away from, again, just those two. And I know that, again, two of
depend.
Oh lord.
Oh,
My internet might have
there's
gone
a
out.
moo. Hello.
I think I dropped out for like 30 seconds.
Oh no. Well, you just came back in with a moo.
I did. That was weird.
A moo.
Anyway,
Go away,
carry
Kasha. It's
on.
not your time.
Carry on.
I think that would depend entirely on what the rest of us get.
I think for a start, to help smooth the process, as it were, we're cleared of this crime that's been rumored about, so we're able to think in peace to start with, while we gather our friends, discuss things with them. Does that sound like a fair and reasonable start?
Oh yes, you are free and clear of your crimes. My most prized guards will be stationed, however, at the entrances and exits of the town, so you don't go leaving it before having a final goodbye, though. I'm sure you understand my precaution.
I can understand the precaution, but I'm sure you can understand wanting to think this over. This is quite a big thing. It's not just a simple, do I want a ham sandwich or a cheese sandwich kind of decision.
Oh, yes, yes. Again, you can gather them. You can have your meeting where you like, one of the rooms in the tavern. I don't really care. But again, leaving the town as a whole won't happen until all of you come speak to me. I'll even be in the temple area. I know at least you know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the others.
I certainly do. I mean, you said the possibility of this being is teaching us how to harness them and bikes to run a house. That would
Yes.
that. But if we're not, for instance, planning on living together, that wouldn't really be. We couldn't divide them up. So
Well, while you are traveling together, you do need a main place of stay, a safe hub, if you will, wouldn't you not?
And this thing's able to create one, is it?
This thing, any home you connect it to properly, and again, I'll show you how to do that, will be made yours and yours alone. The only reason why you all aren't ghosts yet is because I haven't told this one to consume yet. Though to show you what I do mean. She goes over and pulls a drapery off um a counter, and underneath it is someone who is very clearly gagged, hogtied, and currently passed the fuck out. And she points to the individual and goes, "This one has been caught stealing. There is only so many times you get away with that before I get rid of you." Now, I have this individual sleeping right now, so there won't be any screams or wails or anything like that. But she grabs the ropes and drags, and to near the glass cylindrical casing that the bright like electrical sort of entity is in, and she opens up a hatch, and she goes, "I know you're hungry. This one on the floor is yours. The others who are awake, do not touch them. Enjoy your meal." And you instantly begin to hear intense zaps, almost like arcing electricity, as finally a few make their way through that hatch and to the individual. And the second that individual is touched, they just disintegrate. It is a bright flash, and they are just dust. But then the electrical individual is much is a bit brighter and a bit more energized, moving around a bit more in their containment. Even so much as gives a bit of a wave now. And she closes the hatch and goes, "Imagine if you had actually gotten into this room and it didn't have someone to tell it no. You would have just ended up a pile of dust instead of two turtles moving around and about and still alive. You're lucky you didn't make it through that door."
She does make a good point there. I think we need to discuss this with the rest, don't we?
I would agree.
Yeah, we do.
'Cause we can't make decisions for them. Wouldn't be fair or wouldn't be right.
Oh, we can. It's just usually frowned upon.
So I said, wouldn't be fair, wouldn't be right.
As well, off you pop then. To go find the other two and have a bit of a chat with them. I'll be waiting to hear back from you all.
I'm just going to nod and turn and head out.
As you turn to head out, she goes, "Oh yes, before I forget, I do have the whole city rigged up, so if you try and pull anything, I can just send this one out to hunt you. Bear that in mind. Go have fun with your chat."
Just walking that little bit faster.
Wait, hold on. I have little legs.
Scoop. Scoop, Kari. I want the fuck out of there at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the meanwhile, Poppyseed's just enjoying a nice fucking breakfast, chit chat.
Chit chat.
Tavish is enjoying a breakfast of a different kind.
Clam
Tavish is,
game.
yeah. Tavish has got fish taco for breakfast.
The bearded clam.
Quite a spread.
Giggity.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, but by the sounds of it, Tavish is an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Grassy. Yeah, I guess perception checks to play where's Poppyseed?
I am doing the sniff session.
It's a 19 on a perception.
Oh, that's a mod
8.
20.
I got an 8. I've not been rolling hot tonight.
24.
With every turn, Gar is just slightly going in the wrong direction. Y'all are pulling him along.
Gar, it's this way. Come on, this way.
Sorry, I got a lot on my mind.
I think we all have. Don't worry about that.
Let's play the game of follow the Kari.
If we're playing the game Follow the Kari, we best slow down.
Yeah.
I will sneak off and lose a lot of you.
It's all right. I know a way around that.
You all do eventually spot Poppyseed in a cafe, having a grand old time.
Kari's gonna sneak over.
I would say we all just stand there staring at him from across the street, just staring evil at him like.
Wait, no. Kari's
Fuck.
gonna sneak on over.
Go ahead. Try and beat my 11 passive. I dare you.
23. 23 stealth.
Beautiful. You sneak up. You sneak up on both of them.
Just slowly leans in closer where she's between the both of them. Having a nice breakfast, are you?
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and set of sparks in her face.
Scratching at him. Rude.
Rude! You snuck up on me!
Not my fault you're being distracted.
Learn your manners.
Hi. He just looks at the other one. Hi, good morning. As he focuses back on Poppyseed.
She's just like wide-eyed, like, who the fuck is this?
Just gives a little wave, like, hi.
Hi.
So, sorry, interrupting. We need to meet up. We need to talk. We need to talk.
Okay.
We need to talk.
So, talk?
Nope. Not here. Can't. Sorry. Like, goes back and forth. Sorry. Classified. We can't tell. Not here. We have to go back to our room.
Whose room?
The hallway where our rooms are at.
I don't know where that is.
Well, if you would go follow us instead of argue.
Nidell, I am so sorry. Someone is being very persistent in needing my assistance.
His assistant. Sure, that's what it is.
You came to me.
It's all right.
No. We'll talk later. Nice meeting you again. Please.
Nice meeting you. Bye.
I don't know.
Like I said, Chou
As
stood
she's-
across the street staring daggers at Poppyseed.
As she's walking out the door, she yells out, "Hurry up!"
Well, I never.
I'm just gonna cast message over at Poppyseed. We've got a big problem.
Fucking hell, give me a second. There's just the response you get.
Goes and stands next to Chou, is impatiently tapping claws.
You just see her, Poppyseed, you see her pointing through the cafe window, and she goes, "You're being mean mugged."
It's not the first time. I'm just trying to say goodbye.
You should,
I will go. I'll set down 3 gold on the table.
you don't,
Oh, no.
sure.
I'm apparently dashing out of here, so.
I'll see you later,
Yes,
and hopefully eventually when you do go to the top side, if that's
I will come find you.
offers, I would like that, because I think it is a yes. So please do.
Okay. Then I will come find you. And Poppyseed will trot out, arms crossed.
Oh, hers are crossed too. I'm gonna tell what's her name that you're having a breakfast date.
Okay.
Not even a week, and you're already having a date with somebody else.
I'm. Who are you talking about?
Never mind. We have something to talk about. Let's go. Go.
You lead the way. I don't know where our rooms are.
Maybe if you weren't too busy chasing after second head,
I was at the.
he's going
I
to turn
was
and
at
start heading
the-
towards the rooms.
I was at the library doing research for an entire day, and then I come back and Tavish dares me to talk to someone, and then I had a lovely night. What did you do that got guards all over the city and
How
questioning me
about-
when I came back in?
Look. How about you lower your damn voice? Because we're already having people that look at us. We don't need you. And as she hops up onto his saddle, just stomping on it, you give us more attention.
Don't you
Stop it.
dare push her off.
But I don't fly, not like you, Hans.
And I don't appreciate you hopping up on me without asking.
Then stop getting attention.
And I don't appreciate you being sat there all la-di-da as well. Life and death situation.
How was I supposed to know this was a life and death situation?
Maybe if you used the head on your shoulders and not the one between your legs, you might run off.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Maybe if you would
Okay.
stop assuming things, you would stop making an ass out of you and me.
Well, maybe if you would assume that guards everywhere and looking for you may have said something. There's
Yes, and
something important going on.
and they were
instead of going, look.
very cordial, and they said, you will be watched while you're in the city. I wasn't detained.
Well, we were. And wouldn't they say that you needed to go somewhere to get to answer some questions?
Yes, but they didn't seem urgent to get me anywhere.
She looks at Chou.
Because they
Because
were
of him, we
idiots.
probably would have gotten arrested.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get arrested. We don't need to be in a jail cell. Nope. This is much bigger anyway. And just goes back to seemingly talking to herself.
Kari, does your nose know how to track down Tavish?
I have to. Wasn't he
We-
going on a
we
date?
cut.
You made such
We-
a big
we
fuss
probably-
about finding me. I am assuming you're going to
We
make
broke
just
up one
as
already.
big a fuss as finding him.
Well, you're the smart one, nerd. You bookworm. You're the one who should probably know what we should do here, and your opinion matters. Tavish just pointed and he hit. Or he'd be bad for you. I don't know.
You keep bringing up that name. I don't know why.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, she is gonna start sniffing in for if she can find Tavish.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Roll your
Never mind.
sniffception.
Never mind. Don't distract me. I'm focused. $25.
You sniff your way to a local's apartment front door.
She gets up right to the front door and just looks and goes, nope. Mm-mm.
Is this where he is?
Yep.
Knock, knock, knock.
There
There might be some morning cardio going on. Just saying.
there is a quiet shuffle that you can hear, and then the door slightly cracks open, and there is a female's face kind of peeking out a little bit, and she goes, how can I help you?
Do you have a frog? You need the frog.
You need if you need a frog, you can get plenty of them at the Froglet's tent.
We don't need a froglet. We need the froglet. Is Tavish here?
Oh, you're looking for yes, but we're kind of we're kind of in the middle of something.
I'm sorry to be the block. Um, it's really important. Like, if this isn't discussed and this isn't decided, we're in trouble.
If you could tell Tavish it's a matter of chain
Oh,
death.
His death.
Definitely.
okay, I will let him know. But I'm pretty sure that there are quite a few tricks up my sleeve that could quicken things up here real quick, so we could finish breakfast, and have him write out for you all
I'm sorry, my
soon.
dear. Are you trying to lie to a man of the cloth? Are you trying to lie to a priest here?
Can you just let the lady do what she's going to do so we could get Tavish out here?
I swear to God, you interrupt me one more time and you're going to see the business end of my whole. Not happy with you at the moment.
I'm not happy with you either.
I'm closing my door now. I will let him know. Thanks, bye. And just click.
Well, do we kick in the door?
No. In the door.
If he's not out in 5 minutes, I'm interrupting this orgy.
Okay.
Give him 5 minutes.
I just said.
Ah, tops.
If he forgot the pizza, he could be out in a minute and a half.
That'd be funny though. Curly sitting there just counting down the seconds.
Nah, see, she's just gonna use some tricks up her sleeve and some feminine wiles, and then be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, yeah." I just see that he typed it. um, how is the internet issue coming along, Tavish?
For those of you not able to see,
Do it.
Tavish has not been in the session because of internet troubles.
Internet's looking, but all right. But yeah, so there's.
Yeah, sounds about right for them.
His mind is froggy.
Oh my god.
Post-nut clarity.
He's achieved alignment. There's definitely a hope to see you later. Bye. As the door shuts.
He's like that on Poppyseed's saddle.
Ew. I'm gonna have to clean that.
I mean, he hasn't even had a chance to wash himself afterwards yet, so.
Right?
Aims the decanter of endless water and douses him. And probably backs out of Poppyseed a little bit too. Unintentionally.
Honestly, it's appreciated.
Sit inside saddle.
Pretty prince.
So, as soon as Tavish comes out, Chou's going to start heading back. It is quite clear he is wound up.
He needs some of that clarity too. You are all able to, now that you are gathered, y'all get into one of the rooms.
The largest one, so we can all fit.
Yeah. And you have yourselves a discussion.
Quickly check to make sure nothing's in the room watching us.
To assist with this.
You can do investigation checks if you like to kind of scope out the parameter.
I have rolled like dog shit this entire night. That's a
That's
10.
That's a 19.
Well, with a 19, you can tell there's no spying. There ain't anyone trying to listen in. No holes in the walls with eyeballs peeking through.
Chou just pacing back and forth.
So guess what the lovely lady priestess, and does this in air quotes with her feathers, priestess, decided to do so that we could talk to her. She decided to try to put false claims and false charges on us, just so that we could be surrounded by guards in the hallways of our rooms. Make sure that we don't go anywhere.
Well,
And
what were the charges?
she said not to worry about it. She does like a little smile. Anyways, she did it so that she could lead us downstairs and show us a very interesting room, and to basically tell us that she was not a priestess. She was known as a general. 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 She was known as a general Chou, please keep holding that bamboo two flute. Anyways,
I think
Hold
the
on, hold on,
bamboo
hold on.
two flute. I think the bamboo two flute is allowed to fucking with who we're fucking dealing with.
Well, not right
Does
now.
Cho get nervous gas?
No, he doesn't.
I'm just teasing the hiccups.
Yeah.
It turns out. By the way, have you heard of a person named Namatha?
Well, now I gotta make a roll, right, Croven?
Time to make your roll.
Time to make my
Swear to
roll.
God, you
That
don't get it.
is a 24.
Oh yeah. So yeah, if you recall all the stuff I said earlier in the night,
Yeah.
you also remember that.
Why are you bringing up that name?
Because that's who she works for.
And she doesn't want the gods to find her. Especially two, because she's trying to avoid death. But more so the god of knowledge, because, death has, I guess, a list of people to go through, which let's see if we can expedite that. But anyway, the god of knowledge is going to pinpoint this shit really quick, and she doesn't want that. So she's trying to bribe us so that we can stop doing our job.
And what is the bribe?
A being that can disintegrate things under our control and can make us a safe haven for while we're traveling.
Poppyseed just blinks.
She has entities. She has things in these glass types of cages. I don't even know what they are. If they were to feel like it, they just touch you and you just poof become ash, disintegrate.
So,
And apparently she has more than one.
so hold on. Let me get this straight. Someone who doesn't want the gods to find them is going to give us an entity that when it touches something, it instantly goes poof.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that it won't touch a god if we find it?
It gets tied to a house and it stays there and powers the house and and stuff. It'll be under our control.
Yeah.
But at the moment, the choices are make a deal with her or die.
It's either we accept this, we forget, we take our sweet ass time trying to get the gods, and oh no, we're now old, so we have to retire, and it never really happens. Kind of a thing.
So are we stopping our quest to find the gods then?
Would rather.
I'd rather not, but here's what I'm thinking to ensure our survival. We accept the deal. We get the entity. We get the fuck out of here. And then
We're going to need to find a house to tie it down to. First, before continuing on.
She's doing it on purpose so it can delay our travel and our search even more.
What I'm thinking is we get this thing, we get it tied to a house and fucking just never go back there. And then the first god we find, we tell him about this bitch.
Kari is talking to herself. Would it be a good idea for us to tell them about her? Is there a way to communicate Maybe is there a way we can already tell Otrix? And then just looks at the other two that were talking. Huh? Oh, sorry.
But yeah, we're dealing with someone who works for Namathoth, great devourer, big fucking eldritch being, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
See why I'm a little antsy. To think, I thought she was good looking. Ugh.
And also, if we try anything, she has the whole town rigged up with some shit that the entity can come up and zap us instantly, and she has guards at every post, so we can't leave.
Then it sounds like we're going to have to take this deal, slow down our progress, but then continue on.
Or we can lie.
I will have to leave that up to you.
Yeah, you too. That's right. I forget. But yeah. I mean, she was trying to get the turtles' attention with that deal. What do y'all think?
To take
Have
the
the
en-
Tortles died?
to take the entity and run.
Well, it would. She was
It
trying to
would be
catch
nice
their
to have some new
attention.
toys.
Mm.
Yeah, she was also talking about sharing that technology too, which again, it would catch their attention. Those to the attention.
I see, I
It's
see, I
actually
see.
caught my attention. I personally would love to get my claws on that technology. There's a lot of things I could do with it. I mean, I have no problem giving my word that I won't wake up a god. I mean, we're a pirate, it's not worth a damn thing, but
More like a guideline.
I mean, she did say, we could wake up some of the guards, just not those two, so we could leave them two till last.
that was my thinking. Or I was also had of the mind of figuring out where they're sleeping and getting that crazy old gnome involved.
Send out a
I
second
mean,
team.
We don't have
mhm,
to directly do the waking.
no.
Just send somebody else to do it.
Mhm.
Exactly. The rest of the gods we can wake up. And we can say, hey, we've been trying to take our time, but they just happen to kind of fall in place.
Well, then once we get topside, I can send a letter back to him asking about finding more people. Since
We get topside. We need to blow this hole shut.
So are we all in agreement? We, in air quotes, accept the deal, so we can get the fuck out of here. And as soon as we get topside away from this,
Yeah.
the first chance we get, we gas our ass up.
I feel like with her being a general, if we try something right now, we're gonna get our asses to us.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes, 100%.
Mhm.
We take the deal. And
Take the
I'll get my
beers,
hands
stick the
on
incineration thing on it.
technology. Yes. I want to get my hands on the technology so I can make us somewhat more prepared for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Would anybody be opposed to me bringing someone up to the surface with me?
Oh, what, you little friend?
Yes?
To be honest, I think if we're going to do that, then Tavish might want to go and get his friend, because I think the way things are going to go down here is a lot of people are going to die in a not very nice way. So if we can save some people at least, it might be an idea.
Poppyseed nods.
Well, I guess it's time to go make a deal with the devil.
Well, okay.
But before we go, Poppyseed, I am sorry for Snap. Couldn't really say anything out on the street. I was just stressed. I'm sorry. Wasn't very clericy of me. Yeah, that's the word. It wasn't very priestly of me. I'm sorry.
And I am sorry as well for my harsh retorts. It was unbecoming of me.
I have nothing to apologize for.
Apologizing for shit. Let's go.
I meant every word that I said. Let's
Alrighty. Y'all gather
I'll leave.
yourselves.
Yeah. Make sure I've got
And
everything on me.
yeah. Oh my god, come with me if you want to live. Who's taking the lead?
I'll take the lead.
I will be close behind.
Backhunts.
Alright. Backhunts.
Yeah, no one wants to be behind the horse's ass. That's where road apples come from.
That means
Between me and the bamboo two flute, we're
Holy
fucking rocking this
fuck.
place.
That's how we're gonna beat it in the city.
I'm gonna take a dump on my way out.
I shit on your streets, goat man.
I fart in your general direction.
Oh God. Look, listen. Chou needs to fire, and then someone needs to cast Gust.
Oh no.
Firebolt.
Firebolt, yeah. I like the firebolt idea. That's funny.
I have Firebolt. A rocket propelled Chou.
Y'all gonna fucking cause so much more damage than you realize.
Why do I feel that
Good.
if you're gonna cast Fireball, the incense is gonna go crazy?
Oh, I'm sure it will.
That's one
We just
way to
gotta do
take down
that.
civilization.
Yeah, we're not playing the villains campaign, but I have no problem destroying a city.
It's
good for them. It builds character.
Smart.
Yes.
This is
I
how
think
we
it's
build
genocide.
more villains.
Exactly.
Villains are fun to play though.
More of an excuse for a villain campaign in the future.
Okay, so you're all dinosaurs, and
Your town has
Your-
just been destroyed.
your town has just
by,
been destroyed.
By a bamboo toot flute.
Hey, that's gonna be the next hero arc. Is you all are going to have to hunt down your ex selves.
Monsters that destroyed your town.
Yeah, you were
That
little when
really-
it happened.
Yeah, that could be quite a
These
good campaign.
That sounds like
furry
fun.
monstrosities and a froglet look-alike came in and destroyed everything.
Mhm.
Now you must avenge the town. Traitors and their furry leader.
Or face my furry. Face your furry what?
Yeah, the thing is, they get to the surface and see. Shit, which one was it now? They all look the same to me. Kill everyone! They become a new set of Yeah, I'll lead the way to the temple.
You make your way, and the temple itself is very, very empty, except for one. And Thidrioth, as she hears people coming, she turns and gives a smile to the group and goes, "Welcome. I see you've promptly gathered everyone and seems to have had a chat." I can hear that gif, Kari.
Same.
Fucking dragon dancing.
Is that Kari now going down falls?
Brain cell.
Those things look like they only have one brain cell collectively.
They look like they have one chromosome with two of
Um,
On the way to the church, Poppyseed's just gonna like nudge Tavish. She's gonna be like, "You owe me 35 gold."
I was about to ask why Tavish owed you, but then I remembered. Yep. But yes, so I'll make it in, and and she greets you all, and she goes, "So, what are your thoughts?"
We're willing to accept your deal for the right price.
So, you all are agreeing to do nothing with waking up the two gods that I had mentioned.
We will not directly wake up those gods, no.
We can't make any promises if anyone. That's not on us.
You cannot have a hand at all in waking them up. Because I know, I'm not going to consider, like, say if you woke up Sinra, and Sinra ended up waking up one of the other two that I don't wish woken up. That doesn't fall back on you.
As long as we're
But
clear
if
on that
you
one.
take actions that cause them to be woken up, like directly on purpose, if you purposely take actions to try and get them woken up, that would be breaking the deal, would it not?
I don't know about that. For the simple fact of we can't control the others in this world. We're not gods. We're just simple folk.
You can control what information comes from your lip, can you not?
Mm-hmm.
You can control what is shared by your person.
This is what I said. We can't control what others do. I mean, we won't do anything to get those two woken up. As the agreement.
She eyes the group for a while and goes, I went ahead and gathered this one. And she holds up, it's about the size of like a 2 liter of soda. And inside that like looks like glass cylinder, is just a ball of bright green. And she goes, it's the same as the other entity, they just have a color variety.
I will hold out my hand.
Too flavored.
The Baja Blast Lightning. Whoa.
Please do remember, like any entity, it does need to be fed every once in a while.
Just random people, or does it have to be any organic life?
It can be anything living. It just, the more you give it, the healthier, the stronger, and the more it will like you, of course. So, if you're thinking of doing birds or rabbits or cats or what have you, just know that you'll need more than a humanoid.
Good to know. Got a portable body disposal. I can definitely get some use out of that.
Nope.
And
It's the orphanage for the meme! Oh my god! I should have known this would come from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We are the group of ethically sourced children. Why
You
would you not
are.
expect it?
I don't think that's what they meant by kids mean.
I do, like, I expect something, but, like,
I constantly
it's
aim
always
to.
off the wall, even though you expect it.
Hmm.
And the advanced technology that you had promised as well. I want that as well. Or is that in connection with this here bowl of lightning?
So, most of it is indeed connected to this little guy here. I say little, though, he is, when fully fed, about the same as the others. I have a bit of a pack made up. A way to store some of the energy that just kind of sloughs off these guys and use them to power, I don't know, guns, weapons. You could even use them to power up old magics, turning them back on if you happen to find some expired magical items.
Hmm.
Well, all right. And are we free to go? Is what?
You are
I think.
free to go once you all sign this paper right here. Of course, read it over first. That's fine.
Definitely reading that over.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I would like to cast Identify on it to see what, if any, magic is affecting it, finding magical contracts, all that good shit.
Oh boy, howdy. Yes, there is. This is very, very much so a proper, like, binding magical paper. Like, this is the legalese on this shit magically. Like, um, you can tell that yeah, if you happen to break the deal at all after you've signed the paper, shit's gonna get fucky for you. It's
In
just
what
shit's gonna get
way?
real ouchy in the possible life force leaving your body sort of situation. The verbiage on it is that the individuals that will sign below are hereby bound to their promise of having no, how would it be worded? Hold on. having no actions taken on their part, be it written, verbal, physical action, psychological, to try and wake up Ugasis and Zedia.
Is so with how the magical contract works, is it based off of the name of the individual on it, or is it more of like a imprint on your soul type deal?
It is an imprint on your soul type deal with this one, because you would notice the verbiage of the individuals that sign. It is not saying those who sign below, or the signatures below. It is saying the people that sign, not the name itself.
Damn it, she's seen right through our plan. It's almost as though she was listening.
No, it's almost as if she's been around the cosmos for a while, with a very conniving individual that a couple of you love so very, very dearly.
I fucked up Namathos once, I'll do it again. Well, I'm afraid I don't know how to write. I never was taught. Is it alright if I have my seeing-eyed lizard here assist me with this? I just kind of gestured to my pet.
She looks to you and goes, "Oh, a thumb or fingerprint will do just fine."
Hold up a claw's hands. I ain't got thumbs or fingerprints.
Claw print, handprint. It doesn't matter. You can dip your claw into the ink and touch it to the paper. That is just fine. But it does need to be you. I'm not making a deal with your seeing eye lizard, you called it?
Yes.
Signed Dot. Yep. She points to the paperwork. Again, it, like I stated before, it doesn't pertain to anything like, again, others setting out like you waking up others and them setting out, or when you retire, others setting out going out to finish your work. Like that's you're free of that.
I have an idea. Ah.
So have I.
Well.
It seems that you got everything covered here.
Are you sure you're just a general and not a lawyer?
I've been taught a thing or two. You know, you do learn some things when you occasionally have to work alongside devils. And of course, I'm willing to rewrite up anything if you see a typo or wish to add something or... I mean, I find this wording very agreeable, but if you're worried about something, we can always add it. I want you to be comfortable with signing, after all.
I'm just gonna look at those that kind of looks and say, what kind of fucking up shit.
Um.
We're all just standing there reading over the contract.
Yeah.
This is the time where we're sitting there reading and it's all silent and it's awkward and
Yep.
Yeah.
She's just like, says that.
Like when you're in the middle of a test and the teacher keeps speaking up and you're like, stop it! Trying to concentrate.
Someone coughs randomly and makes you jump out your fucking.
Yep.
Turn your head and cough.
Last time I did that, so no.
so it says specifically like the people below that sign, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She probably had to deal with Fae bullshit too many times in her life.
Yep. Shit, I can't get out. In his head, Chou's reading it like, fuck, there goes that idea. Fuck, there goes that idea.
This whole time, Gad is just sending up like silent prayers to Otrix. Like, hey, you need to wake these two up right fucking now.
Right, hey, my guy. I know you just got out of a nap, but you gotta help us, dude.
Do your fucking job.
You got shit to do, man.
Yeah. We went out of our way and woke you up. Now fucking go out your way and help us.
Because
God
Gad
damn
does
it,
have
he's
the
not
blessing from
listening.
Motrix, so I imagine that'd give him some kind of connection.
Best fucking work.
Make me a religion check,
Oh,
Gad.
that's a 19.
Nice. You don't get a direct answer, but you can tell you've acquired attention.
Like, hey, wake up, Ugasis, like right now, as soon as possible. Pretty much like the prayer he's giving. He's like, bad things. Wake up, Ugasis, right now.
Namathoth.
Namathot.
Well, shit.
This is Morse code for That's good. Yeah, she does look over the group, kind of with that that look of, do you want me to change anything? Are you going to sign it? And he kind of gestures to the pack that has an instruction manual leaning against it, and she's put the cylindrical, call it containment device, next to it.
Being all Vanna White and displaying the prizes.
Yep. Just like, here it is. What are we waiting for? Do you want something needed to be changed?
Do.
So if you hand over,
Like she kind of like gestures to the thing with the electrical boy in there.
if you hand that over, would there be a guarantee that you relinquish all control you have over it, as you have control over the big one downstairs?
I do indeed relinquish control of this one. And it's not so much, it'll say it in the little, there's a blurb on it in the book there. It's one part, almost like a pet and its master relationship. So you treat your pet well, and they will guard you with their life. You treat your pet horribly, they might act out, they might not do their jobs as diligently. But they still have a loyalty to you as their owner. I just saw the loan paperwork comment.
Yeah, Chou will sign it. He just wants out of this place now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before he signed, if people wanted to leave with us, side, you gonna have any problems with that? Obviously, we're not going to tell them what's going on here, but
They can travel as they like.
and do you know how to get back to topside?
There a few different ways. A newer one more recently. I think that's how you all got down here.
Mhm.
She says, oh, and I will add, now that I've thought about it, with the whole retiring thing, I wouldn't want you all to find ill fate because you're teaching the individual who's going to take your spot in all of this. So I'll add in the caveat of what shall it say? No harm shall come to you when you are sharing information to your predecessor.
That'd be successor. Predecessors before you.
Oh, that's the DM's mistake. Whoops. Tavish wants to add something the contract so he gets info. Plants that affect the froggy slime. I mean, Tavish Drug Empire. No, she would just offer to like give you a pamphlet on that. Like it would just be like, oh yeah, I just gotta walk down the hall, go to the froglet area, grab a couple pamphlets for you. Here's your information.
Tavish has signed the deal as Befri Jesus.
Beautiful.
Chou might have signed his one as Gil Bates.
Kari is signing hers as Tuesday. Oh wait, no, she got demoted Wednesday.
Poppyseed's waiting for the Tortles.
The, the turtles are still contemplating real hard. Now, does Poppyseed see those names and think, is this these guys' actual like real names, and I've just been calling them a nickname this entire time? Or is he just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, he's just like, what the fuck is this shit? He's like, I've heard the name like he's thinking, he's like, I've heard the name Beffrey several times now. What the fuck is going on?
The turtles give their
I'm the wrong
claw
class
tippy
for
tap.
that. Ah.
Everyone trying to find a way to sign without signing.
I feel like the turtles are trying to figure out how to get her to reword shit.
Mm,
So it's like we can't tell anybody. We can't write a note.
Basically, no passing of information that has to do with waking up or trying to wake up Zedia Rugasis, except for the Dimnum was added, except for in the case of training your successors.
Do we have to be technically retired, or
that was just my thought.
It simply just says in the case of training your successors that the
Doesn't-
information can be shared.
Doesn't get the specific time frame for that either. I've
Tavish, you're not allowed to abandon any more children?
remember, kids, abandoned children go to Victor's Chop Shop.
You get Friday.
I will make my claw mark.
All right. We have one portal's quote unquote signature. Do we have Gads?
Yeah, Gad'll make a claw mark.
All right, Poppyseed. You're the last one.
Alright, this is where I either come out a hero or I fucking die.
Let's go.
uh
brain cell.
Yeah. I am going to try to mimic Simoning, but cast with subtle spell and extended spell. Prestidigitation to make a stamp of a P.
All right. Make me a sleight of hand while you're at it.
Sleight of hoof. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna use a lucky coin on that roll. Because that was terrible. That was the same fucking thing. Are you kidding me? That's a 9.
Oh no.
Uh,
Okay. This is one of the times where you're going to be so happy I rolled low. Meets it, beats it.
yikes.
You just barely fucking managed to pull it off. There's a moment where she looks like she's about to stop you, but then she doesn't. Like, shakes her head and goes off to past the pack and like the instruction manual and the dude in the jar to the group and goes off down a hall for a moment to grab Tavish his papers on them good plants. Or foods for his special kind of high. Oh, but before she does grab that paper, or the Tavish's paperwork, Poppyseed, after you quote unquote sign it, she looks at it, looks at the group with a nod, and then rolls it up. Ties a little little bow around it, and goes, "I will be keeping this for safety reasons. And let me go get your papers, Tavish." And then she goes down the hall, um, and comes back a few moments later with like the froglet pamphlet.
Well,
And yeah, she goes, and again, you asked this. Really, if there's anyone that you do want to take out of here, I don't care. Some have definitely wandered out in the past. Some have also died in tunnelways getting lost. Um, so, a couple others are being whisked away. I won't mind at all.
Well then,
Okay.
this has been pleasant, but I'm ready to be back out of the caves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's.
We fucking boogieing.
Yep. Let's go G, T, and F.
And O.
No, we haven't got time for that.
Gin tonic and fucking.
We haven't got time for the fucking O. You got that last.
I did not, but I still need to go get her.
But if you didn't get the O, then Tavish doesn't owe you 30 gold.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He only specified that I spend the night.
You gotta be specific. You gotta be specific, or the horse will get your money. Yeah, do you guys have Tavish go and whisk Visalia away?
He can ask her. If he wants to.
Tavish also has to grab his halberd.
Very true.
The same building that we're in, though.
True, yeah. It's in the same hallway. Ish.
Close enough.
Nope.
No, we did not get a ship out of the deal.
We can pirate a ship later.
Although if
How much
Thessalia
water than...
joins you, you can get a relationship out of it. Ha 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 ha.
No boats, only hose.
Bitches ain't shit, boats and
Shit, I
hoes.
forgot about the boat.
The signing was so stressful, you forgot about the boat.
Yeah. I wanted a ship, damn it.
Yep. But yeah, we're wasting no time getting our people and boogieing out of here.
Get on out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We fucking hauling ass.
Yep.
Poppy's the one now going, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you all of a sudden so keen to get out of the Poppyseed?
I'll tell you when we're out of the city.
We're fucked.
No, we're not.
Not yet.
You may not be, but I have a feeling us lot will be.
Is Nadal still at the cafe?
You know what? Yeah, she is. She is sipping on a cup of coffee. She's got a book in her hand. She's just vibing.
He'll just trot up and he'll be like, "Okay, so I know how you know how you wanted to go? Well, we're going."
There's just a look of right now,
Right
right
now.
now.
Right now.
Oh, all right. Okay. He just closes the book. put some coin down on the table for stuff and follows you out. I see Tavish typing.
Tavish has been typing a novel.
Seriously. Oh, here it comes.
Okay, so hey, gotta skedaddle. You have a life here, and I don't expect you to drop that for me. Just letting you know I gotta get. I had to try. I had to try my Tavish.
Hey, prep. Yeah.
How very cautious of you.
There is definite puppy dog eyes. Definitely doesn't want you to go so soon. The date went so well. Oh, she's also worried if it's something that she did. Just say it was. Ouch. Harsh.
Say it, Wes. We ain't got time for this.
Hey, that's Chou's phrase. I screw, I nut, I bolt.
But I'm the one who posted that.
Yeah, well,
You posted it. Chou claimed it.
Tavish is using it.
Tavish is using it. It's really gone around. It's made its rounds.
Yep.
So is Tavish.
Hey. Tavish is saying he'd offer to come back eventually, but he'd say he gotta go. Not her fault, though. He blames it on his friends.
All right.
So Wednesdays.
She eagerly awaits his froggy return.
yeah, I looked at my dispel magic on it, and yeah, I guaranteed the dispel magic that I have would not be anywhere near high enough level for this.
I seriously, I was contemplating it, and then I was like, no.
You could roll.
Yeah, I could roll, but I would not get my proficiency bonus with it, which is part of my class when I hit level 10.
Oh,
Yeah, with Dispel Magic and Counterspell. When I hit level 10 for my class, I get to add my proficiency bonus along with my modifier to the roll. But I am not that, so... I went with plan B.
Well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep, yeah, we're going.
yeah. You get the fuck out of Dodge. How do you plan on taking Yehant's up?
Well, so we asked Cho asked her how to get out, so he was hoping that she would have provided a map or something.
I mean, if anything, the Hans is the one that can get out.
Right.
Yeah, but
You would have been provided with a way out.
so obviously it's in her interest not to keep us around.
It was when she went to go get the Tavish papers.
Yeah. She went to go get the Tavish papers. She would have also it would have been more so like written out directions versus an actual map with a couple side notes of if this passage is collapsed, take this instead. In case things have fallen or broken over the years, sort of thing. I see Kari now identifies as Thursday.
Been demoted again.
You've been demoted again. You
Can
gotta
you get
stop getting
demoted enough
demoted.
times that you're promoted?
A boost.
Yeah, like you come out the other side.
It's the
No, if
human
you go too
centipede of
far, you end up
demotion,
getting stuck with
man.
the worst day, Monday.
Wah.
Without further ado, since it is, it's a little far, but not too far from closing time, I think it's the perfect opportunity to say new year, new level.
Hey!
Ooh. Extra attack. Let's go.
That's another
Y'all
ASI
now
and
level
feed,
8.
baby.
Oh.
What the fuck do I take?
I know exactly what I'm taking. I'm taking a leveling druid.
Oh.
But also, how about we tell the stream good night?
Good night.
Good night, stream. My heart is pounding.
Night.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
And put them in an
Damn, your heart
intense
sounds like a freak.
situation.
Stupid dice.
Good night, y'all.